and we'll talk more about that when we do one of our, we'll do one of the ground schools specifically on it.
Okay, good.
And I don't know if you've seen on the clear button, if you press that, it takes clutter away.
Declutter off, declutter mode, right?
And then you've got the full deal. So you got roads and everything. Yep.
And then the green lines are the airspace, right?
Yeah, so those green lines, that's O'Hare's airspace,
Bravo,
exactly,
okay.
for the Bravo. Yep, it is.
Okay.
And it shows you the other ones too, that it'll show you the the Delta airspaces, the Charlie airspaces, it'll show those on there as well. Okay?
Good.
All right, but we'll save that for another time when the hops meter's not running. There you go.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah, so altimeter transponder is set.
Yeah,
Good.
check that already. Okay.
Radio, we've kind of pseudo done a test and we're hearing, so that's good.
Threshold, ADS, we know. Check already. Good.
Yep. So taxi right if we want, we can put the landing light on.
584 entering a right.
Oh, we can put it on right now. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay. Okay, the brake test.
Yeah, you can let it roll a little bit and. Okay.
All right.
And in this, where we go through our instruments, so attitude indicator, wings level, pitch level, turn coordinator, wings level, ball centered, and then we've got our heading indicator to the compass. Looks good.
Yes.
Should be on the other side of it. Looks like 355.
Right
there you go.
Yeah.
And now we're ready to taxi.
Right, taxi race. Alright, sounds good.
Okay. Just going to touch my brakes a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then we'll just nice and easy out of here, and we'll take a right over to runway 26. All right, clear left, clear right, looking good. All right.
Looking good. A lot of traffic.
It's quiet right now. I think you'll be lucky, you know, being early out here.
Yeah.
The afternoon guys, I'm sure we're going to have a lot. You see the windsock, the wind actually is pretty much right down the runway. It was maybe coming a little bit out of the south, but the good news, you don't have to worry about a lot of crosswind controls today. Just focus on your airspeed, you know, by pitch, and your altitude with your power.
Sounds good. Off the center.
Yeah, yeah. This is the one time we'll let you be a little off center.
Yeah.
All right. That's perfect.
Good.
Perfect.
Set for run up.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and secure it.
Okay. Test brakes.
Got it.
On the again, left hand.
Okay.
And then for takeoff.
Yep.
Okay.
Now your flight controls check. There you go.
Check.
So if you remember this, I like to, hold on one second.
Yep.
I like to just kind of start here.
Oh,
If you start there and then run all the way across, now you know there's nothing impeding in between anywhere there.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. Good. Good, good, good. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, instruments are all set. We're good to go there.
Okay. Nice. Brakes on.
Okay,
2000 RPM.
Okay.
Pressure.
Yep.
Like vacuum. Right.
Yeah, so I always start with the mags. You're looking for 50 to 75. If you had a bad mag or a fouled plug, you'd know it. And then one click to the left side.
Yep.
Back to both.
Back to both.
Now's when you kind of, yep, go ahead.
Yep.
A little bit of a drop. Yeah, and then this is your flow, right?
Yeah.
So your suction, vacuum,
Suction.
and green. Circuit breaker's good.
Pretty good.
Amps charging, you did your car beat, and final gauges checking the green.
Okay, checking the green. Okay, power vital.
Yep, nice and easy. There you go. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. And then just re-verify things.
Yep, everyone fine. All right, primer, lock, barbecue, pressure, temperature.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good. So
we'll do our pre-takeoff next, get all of that, and then we'll be ready to depart.
good. So flaps up. We turn on the fuel pump.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Problem. Okay. Barbecue is off. Right.
Okay.
Beetle heat.
As required, we don't need that today.
Right hand bog, I set it to.
You got it set for the runway heading?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
60.
Doors and windows secure?
Latched.
Uh-huh.
Okay, landing lights, strobes on.
Okay.
Checked. And then time check.
Yeah, it's about 9:15.
9:15. Way to go. All right.
Yep.
Check that.
Okay.
And we do the ring.
Yeah, and I would just say we're going to be departing runway 26, remaining in the pattern at Lake and Hills.
Yeah. Lake and Hills traffic, Warrior 32403. Departing runway 26, staying in the pattern. Lake and Hills.
Good.
Good.
Yep. So all clear?
All clear. All clear.
Yeah. Now, like I said, everything nice and relaxed, nice and smooth and easy. Definitely a little water on the runway, but that's okay.
Okay.
The pattern to the south.
Yeah, so we'll get lined up on the center, heading indicator, compass are reading correct, and then we can start easing into power.
470 Juliet Delta is
Right.
3 miles to the north in a steep spiral for the downers for 29 we're doing.
You can feel it already wanting to pull that little bit of left, that little bit of right pressure on the rudder, perfect.
Yep.
All right, gauge is in the green,
Gauge in the green. Right.
airspeed is alive.
That's about it.
Good. There you go, just nose right up to the horizon. That's going to give us about our 75, 76 knots, which it's right on the money there.
94584, right base for 29.
You got the ball center, good use on the rudder there, perfect.
Okay. Close.
Oh, we keep the fuel pump on.
Oh, all the way
Yeah.
out.
Yep. The only time we bring the fuel pump off would be once we get above pattern altitude,
Okay.
and we get into a cruise climb if we're doing like a cross country. Yep.
Turn it left.
Sure.
Turn left, good, right?
Yeah. Well, like I said, there you go. 15, 20 degree bank, just nice and gentle.
27284, Quebec, starting crosswind, runway 29 Burlington.
Very nice. It's smoothing out a little bit. And then just line up on your grid line south there.
Yep.
Good. And you call your crosswind. Actually, if you look over your left shoulder, we may maintain pretty good runway alignment.
Lake and Hills traffic, Warrior 32403 is on turning left downwind, Lake and Hills.
784, Quebec, turning right
Okay,
downwind.
there you go. So lower the nose. And bring the power back a little bit. Perfect. That'll help keep you from climbing too.
Yep, a little high here.
Yeah. Now. Good. Perfect. Yeah, right about there. 22, 2300.
Okay.
Now, how's your trim?
All right, yeah, it's
Yeah, make a little adjustment. There you go. That's perfect. I can almost see it, right? And then you could just.
I can almost see it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right there.
Good, good.
Numbers?
All right, you're beaming the numbers. Yeah, just
Power back.
power back just a little bit. Don't let the nose drop. There you go.
Yep.
And you can bring in that first notch. There you go. Then you just have to kind of help it a little bit. Good. There's our 80, 85. Let go of the controls a sec.
Okay.
There you go. Nice and steady, right? Nope,
Yep.
no problem.
Yep. Looking good.
Burlington Fairlink to traffic 747 Juliet.
Now we know our 45 off the runway is our typical, but we've got our road here over to the Walmart to start our base.
Yep.
Traffic Cessna 284 Quebec turning right base for runway 29 Burlington.
Taking the traffic Warrior 32403, left base, runway 26, staying in the pattern, Lincoln Hills.
Alright. What else do we need to do?
Alright, and then...
Next notch of flaps, good. See, the nose wants to balloon up, so just hold it level.
Yep.
And then she'll restabilize there. And you can start to gauge now how you feel about your altitude.
Friendly traffic, Cessna 284
Yeah,
Quebec.
looking great.
Runway 29 Burlington.
Alright, so we know we've got, as we turn on this base to final, a target altitude of 14 to 1,500 feet.
Yep.
Alright, so we don't pitch for it,
Yep.
we power for it.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, so just bump the power up a couple hundred RPM.
747 Juliet Delta's right base, runway 29 Burlington.
Okay, watch your airspeed.
Yeah.
Alright.
Lincoln Hills traffic Warrior 32403 is on final, runway 26, staying in the pattern, Lincoln Hills.
Okay. Good. Now, remember that picture? So here's kind of the glare shield and the windscreen. Kind of got it right in that spot. Your airspeed is spot on.
Okay. 65, right?
Yeah. So if you keep that same picture, your airspeed will be fine. I'd say your altitude's okay. I'd just kind of let it do its thing here for a second. And just, there you go, keep that runway right in that same spot.
Friendly to traffic 747 Juliet Delta's final, runway 29 Burlington.
Just a smidge slow.
Yep.
So there you go. A little more power here. We're definitely slow.
Yep.
A little more power.
62.
Nice and steady. Alright, now you can slowly bring that power back to idle with your level off right about here.
Traffic not available.
Bring the power all the way back.
Yeah.
Now hold her off, hold her off. There you go, beautiful.
Okay.
There you go. Nicely done. Alright, let's go around. We got just a little slow out there, a little low.
Yep.
Probably could have brought in just a smidge more power and rotate. Good.
Yeah, right rudder.
Nice and steady. Lower the nose down a little bit.
A little bit too. Yep.
Always remember, you're just looking for something just above the horizon. There you go, good.
Yeah.
You'll see here again in a second when we turn that crosswind, when you look back off your left, you'll see if we made good runway alignment. And remember when we went to DuPage that day, how important that is. If you've got parallel runways, you can't drift over. You might be drifted over in another guy's traffic pattern or departure. Yeah.
Lincoln Hills traffic Warrior 32403 is on crosswind, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Good, yeah, just nice and steady. Pick up a grid line, that's all you need.
Yep.
Look at the runway. So we did a pretty good job, I'd say, again, with the rudder.
Okay.
Live traffic system 1179 uniform, we are for 1.
Left, right?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Lincoln Hills traffic Warrior 32403 is on downwind, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Good. Alright, just pick up your grid line. Good.
Departing the downwind to the east. Very good.
And we're just a smidge low, so you can maybe give it a little bit of...
A little bit power.
There you go, maybe just a smidge. That's it.
Yep.
That'll keep you from descending for sure, and that'll... You can then translate a little bit of that airspeed and altitude if you wanted. Alright, so let's see another one of those. That was nicely done.
Okay.
Just watch on the final. I don't want to get, I don't like to get
too low.
lower than that 60 right there. We were 55, 60 a couple times.
All right. Good.
Like I said, that airspeed is king. That's the one instrument I really want you to focus on.
Okay.
Everything else you can gauge with your eyeballs. You don't need an altimeter to tell you if you're high or low. All right, good. And then just let her come on down. Remember, we were saying, what, about 1,700, so maybe just a little bit more power. And maybe that's why we were a little bit low last time, was just on the power setting, that's all. There you go, perfect.
Okay, good.
Good.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403, left base, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Cessna 94584, right downwind for 29, simulated engine failure for 29, Burlington.
All right, looking good. Yep, don't let that nose balloon up on you. There you go. Because all you'll do is get slowed. Now if you let go of it, we're right at 70, 75, looking great. And our altitude position's a little bit better this time around.
Okay. 50. Power consistent.
Okay.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on final runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Nice. All right. Now what do we got left? There you go.
Last notch of laps.
And power we really shouldn't have to touch. Your airspeed's already perfect.
Yep.
We got that picture sight. I can tell my altitude much better position this time.
Yep.
That'll keep us from getting slow and low. So now I just kind of keep your eye on the end of the runway.
Yep.
Right downwind 29.
Let go of the controls a second. Look at that.
Yep.
That's a right base for 29, Burlington.
Perfect.
Yep, it looks good.
Brilliant traffic, Cessna 7284, Quebec on crosswind for runway 29, Burlington.
Feel us sinking a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, in that case, there you go. That's all you got to do is about 100 RPM. Keep that sight picture to keep that nose down. There you go.
Yep.
That's pitching for your airspeed.
Burlington traffic, Cessna 284, Quebec.
Alright, now you can just start easing her back to idle. There you go, and here's our level off. Just hold us right here, Fabio. Hold us off, hold us off. Alright, nice. Good, and always keep a little bit of that back pressure in. Good.
Okay.
Alright, there's your rotate speed.
Rotate. Okay, right rudder.
Just a little bit slow again. I like to just kind of watch that airspeed. I mean, we're a long ways from a stall, but
Okay,
you know,
faster.
your control
not
effectiveness
available.
gets much sloppier the slower you get.
Right.
So we just want to watch that. That's really the biggest thing.
Okay.
Good.
Burlington traffic, Cessna.
That makes us instructors a little anxious. We're like, I don't want to hit the power, I don't want to do anything, but it's like, all right, yeah, we're okay. We're getting a little slow.
Taking this traffic, Warrior 403, left crosswind, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Actually, it's pretty smooth up here today, which is nice.
Yeah, I can tell.
You got to keep that climb till you get up to 1900. There you go. And like I said, always kind of coincides when you turn it onto the downwind.
Yep. Lakeland Hills traffic, Warrior 403, downwind, runway 26, Lakeland Hills.
Because if you think about it, you want every foot of altitude you can get. If we were to lose an engine, we could make the runway, no problem. We'd be landing downwind, but that's okay. I just want to get back on the runway, so you want every foot of that altitude, you know, as quickly as you can. Good. Good. Yeah, piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
Let's try this one with no flaps.
No flaps,
yep.
All right.
So remember, we're going to be looking for like 85 and then 80 and 70 on final then.
All right.
And your view picture is going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
The runway is not going to be quite as far up. It's going to be a little bit lower in your windscreen. We'll be coming in a little shallower, it'll feel like.
Okay.
But yeah, you're going to just kind of follow the same practice. You might want to use a little trim on this one because you don't have the flaps helping you in that sense. So there you go. Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
Great, right? Yeah, it's like now we're just doing a normal descent, but we're landing.
Okay.
All right and left.
Lakeland Hills traffic, Warrior 403, left base, runway 26, Lakeland Hills. How it feels.
Yeah,
with
little.
no flaps, right?
Yep, a little bit different.
Yeah.
And the big thing is you'll see it on final.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're coming in much shallower.
Yep.
Yeah, so now we're looking for around 75 to 80 knots. Doing good. Got to watch our target altitude. The airplane's coming down a little different without the flaps, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, I can tell. You're right. Faster.
Good. All right, clear right here on the final. Good.
Lakeland Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on final, runway 26, Lakeland Hills.
All right, so we're pitching for about 70 here. There you go.
Okay.
And like I said, that runway is going to be kind of down here instead of up here.
Yep.
So that's about the right pitch attitude right there.
Okay.
And now I think we got our glide path. You can bring the power back just a little bit, and then pitch for your airspeed of the 70.
70, okay.
There you go. There you go. Good. There's a chill combination of taking the power out and pitching. She'll slow down.
Okay.
All right, now pitch up just a little bit right there.
Okay.
That'll slow you down.
Okay.
Keep pitching it up a little bit.
Yep.
All right, you can start easing the power out. I think we got the runway.
Okay.
Bring her all the way to idle now. And just slowly hold her off. You'll have to bleed a little bit of that airspeed off. Nice. Let's just go around.
Flaps, yep,
right?
Good.
Yep.
That felt very different. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But a very nice landing.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you can rotate.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely feels a little bit dicier than with the flaps because you're going a lot faster.
Yeah, you're we're doing easily, you know, maybe 10 to 15 knots faster.
Yeah.
A little bit shallower, but very nice job.
Okay.
Traffic not available.
Lakeland Hills traffic, Warrior 403. It's on crosswind, runway 26, Lakeland Hills.
Burlington traffic.
Remember, you would put a little bit of trim in, so you might have to readjust just a smidge.
Yes.
But all right, on this next one, I'm going to have you turn your base a little earlier.
Okay.
Just to set us up high, so we can do that forward slip.
Okay.
Just so you can see what that is and how that'll help you dissipate altitude. Remember, fly your grid lines. There you go.
Old post office in Mount.
And you can use flaps and all of that. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to have you turn a little early so it sets us up high. And then I'll show you a way to kind of help get rid of altitude when you need to.
Okay.
All right, let's start turning our base here.
Okay. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403, left base, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
All right.
Traffic, Cessna 7284 Quebec on crosswind for runway 29, Burlington.
Nice and smooth, right?
Yep, nice and smooth.
There you go. All right. Clear and final, you can start your turn.
Okay. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403, left turn to final Lincoln Hills.
Okay, so let's put our flaps in, right?
Yep.
We see that we're high, so it's left aileron and right rudder, and just push that right rudder to the floor.
Yep.
All right, and you got a nose down, and obviously good power.
Yep.
No, power out,
Power out?
right?
Oh, okay.
But look at our airspeed. Our airspeed's not moving, but look at our rate of descent,
Yeah.
right? Because you got to keep kind of nosing it down or you'll just get slow.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. We got power to idle. We're dissipating altitude like crazy, and our airspeed is not budging. Yep, you got to keep it down. There you go. And then just kind of segue back now. We get right on our glide path. Okay, you can release the rudder too. There you go. Watch your airspeed, right?
Yep.
65, so keep pitching down or a little power back in. Little power, little power.
Power.
More power. There you go.
Power. There we go.
All right, and just bring her idle. Right on the numbers again.
Traffic, Cessna 284 Quebec, right base for runway 29, Burlington.
All right, let's go around.
Okay.
Lake in the Hills Airport. VFR automated weather advisory. Wind 260 at 6, temperature 5 Celsius, altimeter 3000, condensation altitude 2,800.
Traffic not available.
For Quebec, turning final for runway 29, Burlington.
Yeah, so that's just something else that you can have in your flight bag if you're, somebody turns you in on a tight final or something. Yeah, you just drop the power, aileron, opposite rudder, and she'll come down pretty quick. And your airspeed doesn't get out of control. It's not like you're diving for the ground.
Yeah, that's good. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403, is on crosswind, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Good runway alignment again, looking great. right, good. I'll just have you do a normal approach landing. Let's do a full stop on this one.
Okay. Taking Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta 10 to the west,
Just
inbound to
follow your
land,
grid
runway
lines.
26,
There you
Lincoln
go.
Hills.
And we can call her downwind, I guess.
Yep. Taking Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on downwind, runway 26, full stop, Lincoln Hills.
And just watch that airspeed.
Yep.
Remember, we're looking at the inner ring here, so 65 is just below the 80
Okay.
for the knots. That's what we want.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just let her come down. Yeah, if anything, you might just have to kind of nudge her every now and then a little bit. But otherwise, she'll do pretty much however you trim her up for. Good. All right.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on base, runway 26, full stop, Lincoln Hills.
So that nose kind of came up on you a little bit.
Yeah,
You just got to kind of nudge her forward a little bit. Good.
Forward,
Yeah, our altitude position's really good here.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on final, runway 26, full stop, Lincoln Hills.
Okay. Yeah, as she stabilizes and then kind of comes nice and trim. Everything looks perfect. Airspeed's much better.
Okay.
Altitude spot on. I think just keep it nice and steady all the way in. Much better on the airspeed.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is 5 to the west, inbound to land, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Hold her off, hold her off, hold her off. Nice. All right, we're going to take the next taxiway.
That's right.
Oh, you're fine. All right, just pull back for braking.
Yep,
Good.
air brake.
Yeah, I don't want you to get too much in the habit of always just doing touch and goes. When you do your solo, they're
yeah.
full stops and yeah, so we'll get clear, we'll call, we'll do our after landing, and then we'll taxi back to go around again.
Sounds good.
All right, make a quick stop here.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is clear of the runway, Lincoln Hills.
Okay. So just basically flaps up, carbine off,
Yeah, okay.
fuel pump off,
Bump off.
strobes, landing light
Landing
off.
light off.
There you
Below
go.
heat, so
Oh.
sure, right, so
Good.
okay.
Now we can just taxi back.
Okay.
And then we'll do a couple more touch and goes, and that should be.
Okay.
I mean, you're doing great. I mean, those are really nice and smooth. You've got a good feel for that level off and managing just keeping us off the runway to that last little touchdown.
Okay.
So doing really well.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is 4 to the southwest at 2000. I'm going to enter at 45 for left downwind runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Archer complex airplane?
No,
No?
it's the same airplane, but it's got 180 horsepower.
Okay.
But it's still got a fixed pitch prop, fixed gear.
So slightly more power.
Yeah, it's just got a little bit more horsepower, but identical airplane as this one. Doing great too. The wind's right down the runway today. The only other comment too is on your base to final.
Yeah.
Make sure and just lead that with a nice gentle turn. Yeah.
Okay. Aggressive.
I mean, the nice thing is you don't really have a lot of wind pushing you or slowing you down from a crosswind perspective, but I just like to have those nice and gentle, you know, again, no more than 20, 30 degrees bank at the most.
2817 Delta, southwest the airport on a 45 for downwind runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
All right, so we got a guy on downwind. Hopefully this guy will get out. We'll see where he's at. Determine if we can get out or have to wait on him.
Okay.
You can pull up closer.
Okay.
What's that?
How much separation do you normally go? Like a couple planes or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Like over here?
Yeah, this is fine. Yep.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is downwind for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Yep, and if you want, you could go ahead and get your pre-landing checklist knocked out. So when it is our turn, we'll be all set.
Yep. Right. Okay.
Yeah, we'll stay on that left side. I think still good.
Okay.
All right, good.
Good flaps.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing his run up. He may be able to sneak out before that one comes in. We'll see.
Yep.
Let a little fresh air in.
Okay.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning base for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Yep, I got him out there too, yep. Yeah, so while we're waiting, yeah, you can do the range in stuff or out. I showed you on the clear button, you can,
Yep, you can take
you took the Bravo out, airport's out. Now you got...
Yeah, the highways, right?
Yep, exactly.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning final for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Yep. The other thing too, so we're like in the navigation piece. So if we do the big knobs, so the little knob, you can look at all the pages. So this gives you like a heading indicator. So we're heading 081, it'll give you the ground speed, the time, and route if we had a flight plan plugged in. Just figure while we're taking time, it gives you the map view.
Yeah.
This gives you a terrain or traffic view.
Traffic, yeah.
Or I'm sorry, that was the traffic, this one's the terrain. This gives you all of the airport information that we have currently dialed in here. So you can easily go and, you know, if
oh, okay, so
yep,
if you...
Yep, so if I wanted to basically change that, I thought I could change that. Maybe we have to do it in the other modes. You now can look at the compass a little bit differently too.
Yeah.
So you got here showing all of the satellites, all in the navigation mode, what it's seeing and secured on.
Yeah.
And then the vertical navigation. This is something that we could set up if we wanted to kind of aid us in our flying, but we typically don't use those.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Cherokee 90535 Juliet, lining up to depart runway 26 westbound, Lincoln Hills.
All right, so he's heading out. We can slide up. Yeah, I got to talk to our chief maintenance guy and see if he's got a way to hook up like an auxiliary power cord to one of the planes to where we can actually play with the real GPS and not the simulator models on the computer. It's
Right.
It's not the same as
slightly
actually.
different, yeah.
It is. It's not the same as actually physically doing the knobs.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is clear, runway 26, Lake in the Hills.
All right. He's getting out of town. We'll see which way he's departing, and then we'll get ready.
Yep.
All right. Door secure. Okay,
Yeah,
just hold a minute. Now that's a Mooney there.
Oh yeah.
It's another one that's got a really slick wing. It's got the constant speed prop or tractable landing gear. It's pretty fast.
That's nice.
But the thing is, you know, we talked about that frontal drag. It's got a really tight cockpit, so it's tighter than this, if you can believe that. We'd really be shoulder to shoulder. So, all right, nobody on the pattern. We'll give him another 30 seconds, and then we'll hit the road. And it's just a 4-seater. I don't know what the useful load is on it, but it's fast is the key.
Yeah, it looks nice.
All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and call our departure, and we'll stay in the pattern.
Okay. Lake Hills traffic, Warrior 403. Staying in the pattern. Runway 26, Lake Hills.
All right. Yeah, so this would just be just like your solo. You know, you might have to wait in line for somebody or sequencing on traffic.
Right.
And then just follow our checklist, right? We already got our pre-takeoff done, door secure. We're good to go.
Yep.
All right, let's roll. Gauge is all in the green.
Gauge all in the green, yeah.
Airspeed's alive. And there's our rotate. This nose to the horizon. There you go.
I'll be departing on 26. Lake in the Hills, be northwest bound.
And see, if you just bring it right to that horizon, you'll see we'll get about our 75 knots right there, VY, perfect.
Yep.
Tracking inbound to the VOR. Caribou.
Lake Hills traffic, Warrior 403. It's crosswind, runway 26, Lake Hills.
Good. Yeah, see, 20-degree bank, perfect. That's all you need, nice and smooth.
Fond du Lac traffic, Skyhawk 75716, 6 miles
Keep your climate going.
Fond du Lac.
Now you can lower the nose and bring the power back a little bit. Good. On this one, there's nobody in the pattern, so when we get a beam the numbers, well, we got one guy departing, but that's okay.
Okay.
He'll probably be on his way before we even do our thing. What I was going to say, we would do the Poweroff 180.
Okay.
So once we hit a beam the numbers, we'll just bring the power to idle, and then just have you make the runway.
Sounds good. Still no.
Probably go ahead and call your downwind so he knows where we're at.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is departing runway 26, staying in the pattern, Lake in the Hills.
Good, okay.
Lake Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on downwind, runway 26, Lake Hills.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just bring the power back to idle.
Okay.
So nice, gentle turn. Yeah, and just think about glide speed here, right?
Yes.
What is glide speed?
Yeah, is it 70?
Like 90, like 76?
76?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so just nice and gentle. Roll out a little bit here.
Okay.
20 2200, we're departing to the south.
So keep her coming down. Good, yeah, 76 knots is our best glide.
Fond du Lac traffic, Skyhawk 75716, 3 miles southwest on a 45-degree entry. Right
Call
down
your pace.
18 Fond du Lac.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403, it's on base, runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
All right, start your turn, just a gentle turn towards final.
Okay.
I'm just going to add a little bit of power
Okay.
just to keep the engine happy.
Okay. Very good.
Birds, birds. All right, so we're looking good. I would keep that glide speed, right?
Yeah, 76. There we go.
I would not do flaps until you are assured the field.
Okay.
Because we're right on the money, but that could screw it up. Just keep that glide speed. Don't dive for it.
Yeah.
You can't stretch a glide, so there you go.
But it was gonna sink a lot faster, but this, you know, it
will.
It will at the very. Awesome.
All right, keep her coming down if you
Okay.
want. You
Yeah,
can
put like.
you can start bringing the flaps in.
Okay.
Just keep the nose down.
Yep.
There you go. And just nice and easy all the way to touchdown.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning crosswind for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Nice and easy. Over. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll go
Okay.
around. Yep. Just to give you an idea, right?
Yeah.
That goes quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning downwind for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Like once you bring down like a notch of flaps,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it picks up the speed right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Traffic not available.
All right, so let's see. This will be our last landing.
Okay.
Normal approach to landing.
Normal
It's
approach.
all you. I'm not going to say anything.
All right, sounds good.
Just watch that airspeed indicator.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on crosswind, runway 26, full stop, Lincoln Hills.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning base for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on downwind to land runway 26, full stop, Lincoln Hills.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning final for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Back. Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is on left base, runway 26, full stop, Lincoln Hills.
Lincoln House traffic, Archer 17 Delta upwind 26, Lincoln House.
Lincoln House traffic, Warrior 403 is on final runway 26 full stop Lincoln House.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning crosswind for runway 26, Lincoln Hills. Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is downwind for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Very nice. Yeah, and don't even worry about the flaps till we get clear. Yep.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is turning base for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Warrior 403 is clear of the runway.
Traffic not available.
Just a quick stop or after
Emergency traffic, RV8 Whiskey Delta is 5 miles southwest at 2100 inbound for 29er Burlington.
Philip Armstrong.
All right.
Yep,
Let's head back to the
Hills
hangar.
Airport. VFR
Nicely done today. That was great.
Wind 2.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get a little anxious there, and you brought that little bit of power in, and the airspeed jumped back up over 60. I'm like, perfect.
800.
Yeah, I noticed I was getting a little slow. The tape, I was watching this more. Yeah, so I put more.
Yeah, but I think that was great today.
Final for runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
So I don't know how our schedule's looking, but I think, if we can try and get another good day, go out and do the other maneuvers and, a few more takeoffs and landings, I'll have you go do the pre-solo flight with one of the other guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah, today'd be a great day, too.
Over there, right? Yeah.
So we'll have to go past and then come
Past
around
and
the
then
backside.
okay.
Yeah.
Fourth.
Burlington traffic, RV80 Whiskey Delta is 5 miles southwest at 2100. Will enter left downwind or right downwind 29er Burlington.
Yep, you're doing great though. That was awesome today.
All right.
I mean, I didn't have to touch the controls at all.
All right.
Yep, you can see they're all, the hangar doors are coming open now, though.
Lincoln Hills traffic, Archer 2817 Delta is clear at runway 26, Lincoln Hills.
Yeah, and this is the perfect pace in here, just nice and easy. Yeah, too many blind spots. You don't know when somebody's going to come running around there, or heaven forbid, you know, there's a family, a little kid running.
Berlin traffic, RV, and right wind 29, Berlin for a touchdown.
This gal, I would err a little to the left. I don't know why she wants to stand there. All right, this is us.
So avionics.
Okay.
Good.
Yep, mags off. Oh, master off, yep.